All right, fun dulls today, bro. Fun dulls. This is Roy Hobbs and the Whammer. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's like Stand By Me. Maybe this is Field of Dreams. No, you know what? This looks more like The Rookie. This looks more like Field of Dreams. This looks more like Bull Durham. That's Ed Harris. No, that's Robert Redford. This movie is called The Natural. Robert Redford. Dude, when your face card is like that. Oh, it's statistics. Look at that, man. A Knight's Tale? No, Justice League? Come on, man. Robert Redford, look at the cheekbones, man. Dude had a... When your face card never gets denied, I wonder what that's like. You ever see the movie Spy Game from 2001, where Robert Redford is like 72 years old and he out face cards Brad Pitt, who was like 29 in the movie? It's insane. I want to fuck Robert Redford, okay? That's basically what I'm trying to say. Dave Krieg was a 3X Pro Bowl QB during his tenure with his current day NFC West team. NFC West, bro. That's the Cardinals. I'm going to guess a Cardinals quarterback probably wasn't invited to the Pro Bowl 3 times during this era. On the West, perhaps the Broncos. But the Broncos were like a laughing stock until Elway. Because I know that from The Simpsons, the golden era Simpsons. Who else? I'm assuming the Seahawks are in there. Maybe the 49ers? 49ers and Rams is the other thing, I think. It's 49ers, Rams. I don't know. Let's try 49ers. Joe Montana. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good guess. As a freshman, this Georgia White, I'm pretty sure Joe Montana was the quarterback for like 15 years. Seahawks, the Seahawks to me don't exist until like 1995. Did they really enter the NFL in like when were the Seahawks added to the NFL, bro? 1977. Oh, who knew, man? They're younger than the Vancouver Canucks. That's kind of crazy. More championships, though. As a freshman, this Georgia wide receiver led the SEC in TD catches and receiving yards in 2008. So this would be someone who probably entered the NFL draft in 2012, which means they've been in the league for 13 years, or they're not in the league anymore. Let's say Antonio Brown. I think at least era-wise, that was a pretty good guess. Jesus Aguilar had an all-star year when he launched 35 home runs for this NL team in 2018. I honestly would have no idea. Let's say the Cardinals. They needed somebody to replace Pujols. Speak softly and carry a big stick. Finally, Theodore Roosevelt. That is, I know this guy. So I think that's Ana de Armas and Penn Badgley. No, not Penn Badgley. What's that dude's name? Penn Badgley? Not Penn. Who's the other dude from Gossip Girl who's on You now? His name is not Penn Badgley. His name is Penn Badgley. Give me a second here. Okay, so I think it's Ana de Armas. Are you Penn Badgley? Or are you... No, it's like a very Bill Hader-esque jaw. But I think you're Penn Badgley. Is that not Penn Badgley? Penn Badgley, but there's not Ana de Armas? Is it Lily Collins? No, Lily Collins has like more arched eyebrows. Sabrina Carpenter? No shot. Might be Emmy Rossum, honestly. Now that I'm looking at it, I think it might be Emmy Rossum. I can't believe I got Penn Badgley right. Kiernan Shipka? Who the hell is Kiernan Shipka, man? Dwayne Johnson is a chief energy officer. I hope it's Celsius or Celsizu. Celsius isn't even in here? I don't know any other energy drinks except like Monster and Red Bull. Amp? Zero sugar energy drinks. Founder and Bang energy drinks, maybe? Nope. Zoa. Okay. Ed Murphy was on this animated sitcom that ran on Fox and the WB for 2 years. I actually have no idea. It's not the Nutty Professor, bro. Is it Stripperella? The Simpsons? People versus OJ said The Simple Life, the Ashley Simpson show. The PJs. 5 medical students experiment with near death. That movie is called Flatliners. That one we can get. Falling in Love with Me, Possibilities, I Look Like All You Need are lyrics from this 2018 Calvin Harris and Dua Lipa song. Not possible for a fellow like me. I know New Rules and Don't Start Now. And Levitating. And then maybe the one off the Barbie soundtrack, but I can't remember the name. I'm going to assume this one is called Love Me. Groovy kind of love. Little in Love. I'm done today. That was a nasty one, man. It's a nasty one. The PJs, One Kiss, Zoa, Brewers. These aren't real questions, so I don't mind those ones. Kiernan Shipka. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know who Kiernan Shipka is. Apparently she's the new Sabrina the Teenage Witch is what chat's telling me. Sally Draper, the kid from Mad Men. Sally Draper inviting her dad for a brainstorming session and flipping over the easel, and it just says, a dad who cares about her kids, or his kids, and then doing the Don Draper hands. A father who cares, a father who invests time into the well-being of his children. Nah, Don Draper kind of the GOAT 1960s dad. Nah, I'm just playing. I've only seen like the first 2 episodes, I think. He's probably a deadbeat. I don't know that much about Mad Men. I just know Zooby Zoop. And when Don Draper and Jared Harris go watch a movie together. Don't they watch Godzilla or something like that? I can't remember. Zooby Zoo. What the hell was her problem, man? Zooby Zoo. Anyway. This to me, as soon as I see pipe, I think of Clue. Brink, rim, verge, cusp. What is on the precipice of a state change? What? Eve is better than rim. The precipice. Burner. Hobie blank. Grill. Spoiler. These are like parts of a... Nah, man. Plumber's tools. A plumber's tools. Bumper. This one to me, I mean, I'm going to be disappointed if this is the case, but double consonants in the middle. Yeah, okay. I'm glad to hear that. Crow. Grill. Apple. Turner. Things associated with Bachman. Pacific Rim. Spoiler warning. Apple orchard, apple tree. This could also be a phone company. Crow. Things that caw. Things that... Turner's throwing me for a loop. Like Turner and Grill are both throwing me for a loop. Wait, Rim is it's also a telephone company, bro. Apple. Is this the trick, though? This might be the trick. Because research in motion is, I'm from Waterloo, where the vampires live. It's that type of shit, man. Spoiler. Things you, like, avoid. Parts of a car. I went too deep in the mental hole, man. Summer Crow Turner Apple. Tim's? Timmy Turner? Tim Apple? Best female. Oh, shit. Fiona Apple, Sheryl Crow, Tina Turner, and Donna Summer. Oh, Tim Apple's not his real name. It is depending on who you ask. Depends on who you ask. Church Tower Topper. Church Tower Topper. Belfry. Boardwalk Edition. Wait. Having trouble making friends on the first day of school. Shy. Holder of a baby kangaroo. Pouch. Like wool sweaters. Itchy. Sports write-up after a game. Recap. Make happy. Elate. Okay, considering how stunlocked we got right off the bat, we kind of soloed it right after that. Plant in the agave family. Chat! PR buzz. Yeah, these are easy enough. We never do columns, man. We always go rows. Maybe columns is the play. Is this the most 2000s beverage? I think this is a good time to have this discussion. Like, you can think about the decade. It's hard to reckon with the 2010s right now until we see how the 2020s shake out. But I think the ink is basically dry on the 2000s. I feel like Crystal Light might be the most late 2000s beverage. Maybe not, because early 2000s, I agree, Fruitopia is like in the mix. But right around like mid 2000s, artificial sweeteners, Splenda, shit like that started to pop off. Lots and hydration, the headwind, the macro secular trend of hydration as well. I feel like vitamin water is in the mix too. I almost feel like vitamin water might be like early 2010s. I guess the important thing is time is like a vacuum or whatever, or not a vacuum, a continuum. 1 second. I have 9+ Discord messages. I'm going to freak out. They're all from my wife. She said she's at the store waiting for her Switch 2 pickup, and she was the only person there. And then a manager came out and said, "Are you waiting for the Switch 2?" And she said, "Yeah." And he went, "Okay." He started laughing like an Undertale character or something. I'm honestly, that's so funny is what I'm writing here. But OMG, a manager came out and asked if I'm waiting for Switch 2. I said I'm here for it, and he said, "Okay." That's sick, man. That's sick. Oh, man. It's cold, and I'm still the only one standing. Myself and chat appreciate your sacrifice. Prage emoji. I'm also... I got a... What's a good emoji for letting your wife know you care for her? I'm going to the GIF keyboard. This is how millennials express their affection. I'm typing sloth heart, and I'm looking for the GIF of the sloth that like slowly stretches and like gives a heart to the camera. You know the one I'm talking about? I found it was in there. It was in there. It stretches out with the rose. Yeah. They're looking at me like I'm a zoo animal. They're just jealous. You make being a nerd look so damn good. How about that? Don't add me in my Discord now. I'm trying to run a show here, okay? Actually, they were just giving me nutrition advice for the bike, so that's fine. We take those. So 8.6 ounces of Crystal Light. I'm pretty sure it's actually like 100 servings. Well, I'm going to guess that this is like... It's got to be pretty cheap, man. Yeah, no kidding. $5.99. It's just Splenda and citric acid, I think. Let me see. She's replied again. Keeps hitting me with look up. Kind of crashing out. Crashing out on the day of a console launch is to be expected, though, to be honest. It's part and parcel. I appreciate she tanked it so I didn't have to go. Today, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe Djibouti, so I remember where Djibouti is. We'll reinforce that day to day. Small, achievable goals. 5,000 kilometers away. Let's go with something like Mongolia. That's warmer by a little bit. Maybe it's in this region, like Pakistan, for example. Nah, son. Maybe it's in this region, like Laos. Laos is cooler too. Maybe it's like a Belarus. That's warm as fuck, man. Like a Sweden. Sweden's adjacent, like a Norway. The mystery country is Norway. We'll take those. Today's guess is 7, under the average. Norway's kind of a tough one because it's at one of the... Well, I guess it's probably pretty easy, actually, because it's like at the North Pole, but not so bad. Did you see that Dan Behar has beef with the Bob Dylan movie? No, my goats! Nah, it's cool if your goats are fighting because it leads to better creative output. Just ask Drake. Dan Behar, Bob Dylan movie. Let me see what's going on here. Any links? Any links in the chat? Dan Behar, a complete unknown. I have no link for it, man. I have no link for it whatsoever. Here you go, 3 asterisks. It was from an interview. Well, what did he say, man? What did he say? Did he say some Dan Behar type shit? Did they go, hey, Dan, what are your thoughts on a complete unknown? And he went, dueling cyclones, jackknife, they got eyes for your wife, and the blood that lives in her heart. Quiet Ruby, someone's coming. Approach with stealth. It's just your precious American underground. And it is born of wealth with not a writer in the lot. Was he saying some cryptic shit like that? Was he saying like sapphires vie for your attention and some shit like that? Cool dancers, they mean well in their way type shit? Like, is that what you're talking about? A priest says please. I can't find my knees. Wait a sec. A priest says please. I can't find my knees. The jelly-faced women all sneeze while the one with the mustache says, please, I can't find my knees? Is that a Visions of Johanna reference on the title track of Destroyer's Rubies? Caught up in the breeze like that. You don't know what it's from 2006, bro, okay? You wouldn't get it. Destroyer's Rubies. I'm a Kaput fan, okay? I'm a Kaput fan. But I don't know. Rubies might be my goat, to be honest with you. It's just a very, very literary album. This is some shit in South America. This is Chile, bro. Fuck. It's Argentina, okay. I was looking at it, I was going, it doesn't look perfectly like Chile. It's the chicken tender? Bro, like half the countries in the world look like chicken tenders. August 13th, 1993. This is my time, bro. I was 4 years old. Warner Brothers came out with a fairly big movie that I'm going to guess is like Batman Forever. That strikes me as a 92. I'm not going to burn one on that. Harrison Ford, week 2, great word of mouth with a 6% drop. It's got to be The Fugitive. You know I'm thinking Nice try, bitch. You know I'm thinking The Fugitive on that one. That's big. They used to make proper movies. It does look like a fucking, like a Linkara skit or something like that. But it's Joe Pantoliano is everywhere. When I was a kid, I thought this dude was only in Bad Boys and The Matrix. He's actually everywhere. He's in like, no spoilers, please. Asexual Harrison Ford be like, I did not fuck my wife. Indifferent Tommy Lee Jones be like, I don't care. That's so true. It's too late. I've already depicted you as the defensive Harrison Ford and me as the stoic Tommy Lee Jones. Kane Hodder. This is a Friday the 13th, right? Or Halloween. It's a horror movie. Jason lives. Jason takes. Evil has finally found a home. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Halloween is pre-H2O. Jason Voorhees. Okay, that's Friday the 13th. The final chapter. Friday the 13th. Part 3. This is tough, man. Friday the 13th. Part 6. Jason Lives. All right, you know what? I guess I already guessed that one. We're gonna get to some new stuff, man. We're gonna not burn all our guesses. Well, you know how many got left? Jason. Friday, Jason. Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. Oh shit. Okay. With God as my witness, I don't think I've ever heard of this one. I don't think I've ever heard of this Friday the 13th. I really only know the first one and then the one where he's in space, Jason X, and then he's versus Freddy for a time, and then also he takes Manhattan at some point. I gotta watch more YouTube videos. Okay, 41,000 from 20th Century Fox starring Sean Connery from 93. Wait, let me see a genre on this real quick. Action, drama, thriller, The Hunt for Red October. Really? The Untouchables? A collision of East and West. A battle between tradition and power. Business is war. Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes. And Tia Carrere. All right, we're just going to chill on that one for a minute. Warner Brothers starring Kate Maberly. The timeless tale of a special place where magic, hope, and love grow. I only got one more guess, man. Is it possible this is the never-ending story too? It's a Secret Garden, man. I got my ass kicked today. In the Line of Fire, Rising Sun, the Secret Garden was popular when I was a kid, but I was 4. I was 4 years old, man. That's a really hard one. The Fugitive was eating everybody's lunch, as it should. It's a good movie. Hang on, we got a message here. She said, "Got it." It to Presence. Who the hell's in Presence, man? Lucy Liu. Julia Fox. Smooth McGroove. Daniel Danielson. To It. Bill Skarsgård. Ah, shit, man. This is a tough one today. Carter Musselman is a fucking sick name, man. Okay. I Think about this. Who is in presence that I'm trying to get to? Lucy Liu. Bill Skarsgård, Barbarian. Justin Long. Die Hard with a Vengeance, that's the one. Bruce Willis, lucky number 11. Lucy Liu, Presence. You got it. I didn't think I had it in me today, but that was... It came together mighty quick. Oh, hello. Thank you. Shut! Switch to, thank you. We're not running it till 11, okay? At 11 we got the startup for Nintendo Switch 2. The setup, I should say. It's heavy, man. That's a heavy one. Can you do an unboxing? You got the wrong fella. I'm not that. I don't fetishize the product. That being said, offering Switch 2s, best. I know what I got. Serious offers only, please. Thank you, Pope John Paul. Thank you. You can afford the scalper price? No, it seems like Nintendo did the right thing and actually like flooded the stores with consoles. So the scalpers might end up taking a bath. How much is 300 NOK? Is that North Korean kroner? Or is that like the currency from EVE Online? Nobody knows. You hate my ass? I just don't know that much about Norway. All I know is that if you ever have the gall to complain about how cold it is, like all 800 Norwegian viewers come out to be like, you think that's killed? You like that one? I'm sussing out. I'm taking the temperature to see if Norwegian Accent is one of the ones that we can do. I got more +2s than -2s. I think I'm chilling, man. I think I'm chilling. I've been to Sweden. Swedish people do not sound like the Swedish chef. I think that Jim Henson was off the pen with that one. There is a little... I'm trying to think. There's like a vocal effect when Swedish people speak English. But I don't know if that's what Swedish people sound like or if it's just what they sound like when they speak English. And who knows how fucked up I sound when I speak Swedish, man. I don't even know how to speak. I don't even know a single Swedish word except for fart. It is a little, like there's pitch to the Swedish voice. When I went to Sweden, I was starting to talk a little like, I was talking up and down a little like that. Like there's a rhythm to it that I find like very bewitching, man. It's infectious, man. Cause like you're talking to some dude and he's hitting you with the waveform, and then you're responding like in your flat North American like venture capitalist vernacular. Wow, that sounds really fun. Like it's just it makes you feel like a square, man. This is movie to movie. Can you hear me out there, man? This is movie back to movie. I hear you loud and clear, man. Ooh, yeah, man. Know what I'm talking about? It is inflectious. This is Contra, bro. Too old for Metacritic. This is like Mega Man 2. This is Minecraft. I mean, there's no shot I haven't played this. It's on DOS, dude. This is Chip's fucking challenge, man. Some shit like that. Platformer? That's not Chip's challenge? This is it's Commander Keen! Clifford B. Clifford B. I played this shit on my PC, bro. Maybe this is Keen Dreams. It's Invasion of the Vorticons. My bad, y'all. You make me feel like a Commander Keen. Wait, you make me feel like a chick made by Cliffy B. The way you... can't finish that sentence. We don't ever look back. We don't ever look back. Keep your commanders keen in your Cliffy B with your Vorticon dreams tonight. There's something there, man. There's something there. Cliffy Bean. Cliffy Bean. There's nothing there? There's something there, man. Word association. There's something there. Oh, you got your hands on me in your pissed on jeans in your ripped up dreams tonight. I can already tell you this is some shit people are asking me to play all the time that I have no interest in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. This is give it a second. Give it a second. I don't know it yet. Yeah, I know you. You're like fake Journey. AFK Journey. Journey? Hob! This is Hob! That's right. Hob, a very 7 out of 10 game. I've never played it. I'm kind of done with collectathon platformers. I'm more into like whatever the hell we got going on here. This is like Final Fantasy X2. That's Riku right there. This is more of a... I can't believe it's not Final Fantasy. These characters are very, like, emblematic of... Maybe this is like a Suikoden type design. Did I ever tell you, like, how close I came to becoming a JRPG nerd? And I mean that as a non-insulting sentence, a non-insulting term or label. I went to Electronics Boutique in summer 2003, so like 9th grade. And my plan was to buy Suikoden 2. I think it was Suikoden 2. Because official PlayStation Magazine said that it was like the best RPG since Final Fantasy VII. So I went into EB and said, "Hello, do you have Suikoden 2?" And then they went, "Oh, no, we're all sold out, but we could order it for you." And I went, "No, that's okay," because I needed something for summer vacation, like, right away. So what did I do when Suikoden 2 was not available? My ass bought World Series Baseball 2003 instead. That feels to me, in hindsight, that looks like a Robert Frost, two roads diverged in a yellow wood situation. Where I went, all right, y'all. Like, I'm choosing a path. I'm speccing right now. And I chose sports games. I don't know, I mean, it was fun. It was a good game. How good was that game? It was good as fuck, man. I took Vernon Wells won like 8 consecutive MVPs for me because I played on easy and just won like 75% of my games. I played this on Xbox 360. What is this, Kate? Tales of something? Tales of Berseria? Tales of Berseria? Don't nobody spoil it. Let Kate guess. Nah, she said, "Nah, it's a one-off." Okay. Do you know the title? Somebody already said it. Atelier Ryza, Ever Darkness in the Secret Hideout? Wild Arms 3? Eternal Sonata! I don't even want to do guests today, man. Eternal Sonata? One of these days that's going to hit. It is on the PS3 or the 360. Any chance this shit is like brute force? That's not on the 360, bro. Any chance this is Need for Speed Underground 1? I think actually it might be Need for Speed Most Wanted. Earlier than 2005, but on the 360. Because this was like, brother, this was like it's probably a last gen game that then got bumped up to the 360 because the 360 came out in 05. Came out like November 05. So let me hit you with like a, I don't know, man, like a first person, third person. Maybe just throw in a brute force here. Maybe we can get a year at least. It's a third person only game pre 2003 that also came out on the 360. That's crazy. Or the PS3 for that matter. Could have also been the PS3. Maybe like Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. A single player only game. It was on probably the 360 or the PS3. It's not a shooter, it's not stealth, but it is single player. Pre-2001. Is crazy because the PlayStation 2 came out in like 2000 and the Xbox came out in like 01. So we're talking earlier than that, but it's not Metal Gear Solid. But it's third person. So like a Banjo Kazooie type deal. Wow! Kate and I were just talking about this yesterday, man. That's a crazy pull. But all the data points because Rare got bought by Microsoft and then put this shit on the 360, man. That's crazy. Yeah, she doesn't fuck with Kazooie because Kazooie talks too much. I don't fuck with it because it's annoying. Like, I really liked this as a kid. But when I got a little older, I was like, who's got the time to get all these fucking music notes, man? Just give me some pits to jump over or something. Also, I used to get an allowance as a kid. Sorry if you want to like cancel my parents or whatever. And I remember I wanted to buy Banjo Kazooie really badly. I must have been maybe 9, something like that. And I agonized over whether to burn like 90% of my savings on Banjo Kazooie or to save my money instead. And I remember I eventually decided I'm going to get Banjo Kazooie. But like after I decided, I cried. But then I still got it. I cried because I was like, once I spend this money is gone. Then in my head, I was like, but I'll also have Banjo Kazooie. In the whole scheme of things, it was a decent purchase, you know, to be honest. I don't regret buying Banjo Kazooie. I kind of regret buying James Bond 007 for the Game Boy, but. What are we on now? Gamedle, Daily, Time Guesser, Traveler, Puck Doku. Let's see. Puck Doku got any Canucks? No Canucks. We skipped that. Welcome to Movie Grid. Video games are the best. My wife said that. Gamer wife is a huge buff. Gamer wife! My gamer wife just dropped off my Nintendo Switch, not asked for. I did ask for it, though, now that I think about it. Dominating mid-square Cate Blanchett 3 or more word title. When my wife brought me the new Nintendo console, unasked for. The irony here is I'm actually having some trouble. Cate Blanchett 3 or more word title. I guess any Lord of the Rings movie would work there. That's true. Okay, Rafe finds 80% plus Rotten Tomatoes critic score. Just trying to find some sneaky shots here. Can I hit you with something? I think Constant Gardener will be a surprise in here. Rafe finds 3 or more word title. So there's the Harry Potters will siphon off some attention here, which is nice. What if we could doink the first one he shows up in? I've never seen them, by the way. They really gave him the Tom Hanks Angels and Demons haircut, huh? And then 95 to 2015. I don't want to pull English Patient, Schindler's List, or In Bruges. But I'm gonna. In Bruges. Because I feel like In Bruges is going to show up here a lot, but is there a reason you say Rafe instead of Ralph? Yeah, because that's how his name is pronounced. Is there a reason you call it Konbini, even though it's a 7-Eleven in Dayton, Ohio? Don't answer that. I already know the answer. That felt, there was like, you did not deserve that, but it felt so fucking good to say. It felt so good to say. It came from a place of pure hate. Like there was a font that I just put a ladle into the boiling cauldron and like I got more where that came from. How do you know Dayton? Bro, that's where Guided by Voices is from. Tune in, rock star. There's no dark spot running around your head. You got time to get paid. You know what I'm talking about? They don't have Propeller on Amazon Music, man. They only got like B1000 and Alien Lanes. Where the hell's Propeller, Jeff Bezos? I want to hear Weed King. I like Alien Lanes with B1000. Don't get me wrong, but B1000's their best? No, man. No. It's really good. That's a Pitchfork take, though. That's a Ryan Schreiber take. I'm a Propeller guy for sure. Alien Lanes I prefer over B1000. They're all 10s. Those are the 3 10s, okay? But for me, it goes Propeller, Alien Lanes, B1000. That's my 2 cents. Sorry, I got lost for a second. Kate Blanchett. 3 or more word title. Kate Blanchett. Maybe the return of the motherfucker. Return of the motherfucking king. Alabama Lord of the Rings. That would be a good character if I ran like a comedy podcast. Guy from Alabama in 2003. DL Guiga, welcome back. Nice to see you. Thinking I'll go to the cinema, see Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I was skeptical that Peter Jackson could take his indie horror sensibilities from gross out comedies like Bad Taste and convert it to a faithful adaptation of J.R.R. Tolkien's magnum opus. But you know what? He made me appear foolish because he executed on that vision with aplomb. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Kate Blanchett, 80% plus on Rotten Tomatoes. Carol! We run that shit every single day, man. Kate Blanchett, 95 to 2015. She was like in shit, man. This always happens. Is like, why do I know nothing that Kate Blanchett has done? Except Lord of the Rings and Carol. I've seen her in movies and been like, there she is. That's Kate Blanchett. And she gives great performances. Why don't I know her in anything except as Galadriel? And I'm going to assume maybe this is Carol as the person bewitched by Carol. I don't know her in anything else, man. She was, no, because you know what? Part of it is I get her confused with Tilda Swinton from time to time. Who played Elizabeth I in the Elizabeth movie? That feels like Kate Blanchett to me. But I'm waiting for chat. She did play Bob Dylan. You're right. You know what? I'm going to steal that from you. She did play Bob Dylan, and I'm not there. Great pull. I'll take it. She's in Tar. That shit came out in like 2021, bro. Cillian Murphy, 80% plus on Rotten Tomatoes, 3 or more. Okay, 95 to 2015, we play Sunshine. 3 or more word title with Cillian Murphy. 28 Days Later. That one stings. 80% plus on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's just hit him with The Batman Begins. Is it true that Interstellar is the highest rated movie on Letterboxd? Letterboxd is losing some aura for me. And I think Interstellar is a great movie. I would give it a 4, maybe. You know what? I was trying to undersell it. I'd probably give it a 4.5. It's not the highest rated, but it's the movie with the most 5 stars. Okay, so it's like the best reviewed movie that has a lot of reviews, I guess. That's fair. Rip Allen Ginsberg would have been 120 years old today. Yes, sir. What are your fives on Letterboxd? There's a few for sure. But I will say, if I was doing like a best of the 2020s so far, I think it's, and I've been wrestling with it in my head, I think it's Past Lives #1, Poor Things #1B. They're neck and neck. I just think Past Lives stuck with me a little bit more than Poor Things, but I think Poor Things is a genuine masterpiece. I think it's like a modern Candide. I really, really like Poor Things. Good Will Hunting would be a 5 for sure. You started early? Yes, sir. How about Conclave? Very solid 4. I want to say, by the way, I was a little early on Conclave. Before the Pope died, everyone was saying, I'm not going to watch that boring-ass movie. People who didn't even know shit about the movie were like, I don't know if I'm in the right kind of mood to watch something heavy like Conclave. It's literally an episode of like The Real Housewives of Vatican City. I don't know if I'm really, like, I know the church did some bad stuff, but I don't want to like be beaten over the head with it. They literally talk about it for like 0.25 seconds. The rest of it is basically a reality TV show, okay? Chill. It's not that serious. We do need a bratty pope. Maybe we kind of have a bratty pope. I don't know. I watched it at a film festival. I wrote the scripts to the movie and sold it to that guy who wrote All Quiet on the Western Front. How do you feel about that? I invented the papacy. I'm Pope Innocentius the First. I love Decision to Leave. That's a great movie, too.
Posterity. A noun meaning the offspring of sofa.
Okay, that's a genuine easy word. Sofa might be the easiest word we've ever had in spell check.
Godspeed. A noun meaning a honest. A adjective meaning alas.
Sick, man, sick.
Fez. A noun.
All right, maybe Fez is a new contender, actually.
Tranquil. A adjective meaning Mesopotamian. A geographical name meaning
Mesopotamian lady.
Subterranean.
Oh, Johnny's in the basement mixing up the medicine type shit. You know what I'm talking about? You ever been on the pavement thinking about the government?
Anchorage.
No, probably not. You wouldn't know shit about that.
Coccygeal. An adjective meaning of or relating to the coccyx. Coccygius originates from medieval Latin, borrowed from Greek kokix, meaning coccyx. Coccygeal.
Oh! Coxid. Maybe no X. Everything but the X.
Hirsute.
I use this one all the time.
Aioli. A noun meaning a mayonnaise flavored. Ganges. A geographical name. Ochlocracy. A noun meaning government by the mob, mob rule. This word originates from Greek and was later adopted by Middle French. Ochlocracy. A noun meaning government by the mob, mob rule. This word originates from Greek and was later adopted by Middle French.
Ochlocracy. Coccygeal. Oh, a CH instead of a K. Fair enough. Ochlocracy. Coccygeal. No X. What do you think about people who love Mayo but hate Aioli? Is that like I mean, people get on me for inventing straw men that actually exist. They just say some shit like, yeah, that you're arguing against someone that doesn't exist. Meanwhile, like in their head, they're like, I'm that guy, but he doesn't have proof of that. He can't prove that that's me, even though that person that I'm describing is them, and we all know it. And that's fair. I respect everybody has the right to an unfair trial. But then, like, this is the ultimate made-up guy, right? Likes mayonnaise, hates aioli. If anything, I think you could flip the script and it's more plausible. Guys who are like, I don't eat mayonnaise, but if something has like an aioli, they're like, bat chest. I think that guy might exist. But loves mayonnaise, hates aioli. That would be surprising to me. You ever see the episode of The Sopranos where Tony's dipping the gabagool in the mayonnaise? I don't want to even think about it. Sorry. That's too much, man. That's crazy work. This is from Hungary. It has paprika. I mean, that's fucking crazy. This is like a pile of schnitzel with lobster sausages on top. The arrows are so funny. That's a yum. I would eat that for sure, man. No machine-readable author provided. Kobaku assumed. That's like Peking duck, man. Calamansi juice. That's Southeast Asia. Banana ketchup. This is looking like the Philippines. This is like Peking chicken. Lechon manok. What does this do for Lechon's legacy, though? Of course I would eat that. These are gelatinous eggs. Sugar-coated almonds. Almonds strike me as like a Mediterranean thing. Like this to me looks like it's from North Africa. I'm going to hit you with like maybe something crazy like Morocco? Warm to the northeast, maybe Italy? Sweekerbean. Switzerland? Fuck you, bro. France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. I mean, I would eat it. Sure, why not, man? Ew! Disgusting, man. Sugared almonds? Ew! Virtue signalers. How the hell did France claim almonds? Guiga, why are you burying the lead? Where have you been? I know you got a job. I know you got a... Wait, is this a recession indicator? No! No! The last time DL Guiga was this active in chat was at the bottom of the market in 2022. Look at my economy, man. They were crashing out in the Peloton Discord last night about the de-dollarization of the United States, or of the world, I should say. I had to let them know. Like, look at the Dixie from like 2015 onwards, bro. You're still riding high. Just chill. We need to go to the bank. Everybody go to the bank and take all your money out immediately. But we have to go to the same bank. We all have to go to the same bank, okay? Do you think if Kai Cenat did that, they could actually like catalyze a bank run? I don't think I got that kind of coverage. You think Kai Cenat could take down like a savings and loan or something like that? Kai and Speed could collapse the American economic system. That's a lot of power, man. It's like the bond market, Jerome Powell, and then Kai Cenat in terms of like the most important forces in the American banking system. We need a bratty Secretary of the Treasury. We already have one, Lin-Manuel Miranda. My bad. That's my bad on that one. We need a bratty. I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm just saying words. Sometimes being a streamer is so sick. You can say the dumbest shit anyone has ever uttered. And at least one person in chat will say that's facts, even though they also know it's dumb as fuck. It's actually sick, man. What single letter is the SI symbol for an electric charge? W. W in the chat, please. Whatever. C. The hell is C? Coulombs? Coulombs are the SI unit for charge? Why aren't we generating coulombs on the bike, man? Black label bacon products come from what? Mostly meat conglomerate? What? Oscar Mayer? Dinty Moore and Stag Chili? Hormel? All right, we take those. Stone Yard Devotional is by Charlotte who? Sweb? I'm just joking. Gainsbourg? It's maybe even dumber. Till the events of Lewis Carroll's poem, the Jabberwock terrorized the Tulgee what? The Tulgee thicket, I think. Knock on something near, oh, wood, the Tulgee wood. All right, we take those. The Kingdom of Italy, the Pony Express, and the British Open all got started at the beginning of what decade? '20s. Mahatma Gandhi was born at the end of what decade? The zeros? Oh, fuck. U.S. Civil War, the 1860s. That's not that bad. I'm gonna be straight with you, and I hate to sell out my own country, and also they shouldn't have to know it because it's not their country, but it is a major part of world history, but especially North American history. The average Canadian does not know when the American Civil War was. I will say the average Canadian knows for sure that it was in the 1800s. They would not say 20% of them would say 1700s. 2% of them would say 1900s. The rest would say 1800s, which I think is fair, man. '1860 wasn't that long ago. That's crazy, man. That's why I get pissed off. I listen to Bob Dylan. People are like, hey, why don't you listen to some more recent music? And then you check their birth certificate and they're from the fucking 20th century. Like, bitch, you were born in 1999. You're closer to Bob Dylan than Jordy Griep, motherfucker. Just chill. 90s alt-rap group G Love and the Special Sauce recorded I-76, a song named for the interstate that ends near what home city? Indianapolis? I honestly have no idea. Julius Erving and Allen Iverson have statues on the Legends Walk in a Camden, New Jersey training facility just upriver of Philadelphia, I suppose, because they played for the 76ers. Highway 76 revisited. Allen's in the... What do they call it when you're in the... Allen's in the paint. Thinking about the... He's not really in the paint. He was like a small forward, right? He's more like on the outside generating space and doing some creative dribbling. Whatever. Look out, kid. It's something you did. He's a point guard. Be me. Join the NBA. Ask, hey, is the guy I'm guarding taller than me? They laugh and say, don't worry, he's a small forward. Roll up to the hard court. He's 7'1". Man, fuck you. Stupid ass name. Might be smaller than fucking Yao Ming, but bigger than the average motherfucker you see, without a doubt. Sort these occupations by their average annual salary in 1900. That's a huge, like, how the fuck would I know type situation. I'm going to assume that a surgeon was pretty up there. I'm also going to assume that a locksmith was like, that's basically like a tech job in 1900. You had to have like some proprietary tools. And then, brother, I'm going to say bookbinders up there. And I'm going to say wood engraver, soldier dairy farmer. Oh. I've never, in my life, I've never had a reaction like that on Disorderly. That's the Price is Right, like, how about, what if I was just one off on every single one? Oh, shit. Okay. We take those. My honest thought of this, and I don't like, let's be honest, I was working with like flawed information. My honest thinking was that dairy farmer would be low because there so many people were farmers 125 years ago that it was like a supply and demand thing. It's like there's an oversupply of farmers. I don't know. What is a wood engraver anyway, man? That's like some Etsy shit, right? Every time I go to the grocery store, I see an engraved wood plaque for sale, and it says steak cooking guide, rare 1 beer, medium rare 2 beers, well done 3 beers, and it's been for sale for like maybe like 3 months now, and nobody's taking it. I just every time I go, I could just see the price tag get like another $4.99 slashed off of it. My dad sent me an almost identical Facebook meme yesterday. Can I say? So my mom texted me and said, "Hey, here." She's texting me a picture of some shoes, and then she said, "Your dad wants to get these for you. Can he get them for you?" And I said, "You know what? I'm not sure the shoes look like my style, but my dad was thinking of me. I'll accept his generosity. Sure." And then she said, "Great, I hope you like them. They arrived yesterday. They were fucking sick, man. Maybe my dad's got a better sense of style than I do. Like, I put them on and I was like, these might be like trendier than my shoes." You should go no contact. I did, sorry. Not to crash out already, but I did see a Reddit post this morning that was like, I'm 22, how do I tell my coworker I don't care about her kids? She keeps telling me about her kids and I don't care. How do I tell her that I don't care? And then the top comment was like a list of like 15 things you can do. That's like, retaliate by showing pictures of your cats. If that doesn't work, get noise canceling headphones. If that doesn't work, consider being open about the information that you're not interested. And then like people were like, this is great advice. And then like all the other top comments were like, that's what being an adult is like. You sometimes have to tank people talking about stuff. But then like so many of them were like, you should retaliate by bringing up your special interest to them. And I feel like if you did that, if you started like talking their ear off about trains or whatever, in your head, you're like, yeah, how do you like it? But in their normal ass head, they're like, wow, I didn't know all this stuff about trains. Whoa, I'm learning a lot about trains right now. That's cool. That's cool that you're so into trains, but in your head, you have like the Liam Neeson Dark Man, like your eyes are on fire. And then they introduced the steamer 1400, originally in St. Louis, commissioned by the St. Louis Railroad Company. Ah! And then they're going to actually like tech impair you with some shit like my son's really into trains too. He's 8. You just got to tank it, man. Woke up this morning. I'm sorry to do this in the middle of the YouTube video, but I'm going to go pee really quick. I'll be right back. I'm not going to do a slash marker or anything because we got to keep our alacrity today. I'll be right back. No, I don't use the piss hole on my underpants. I honestly think it's crazy they're still making them with the piss hole. Question mark? Question mark? What are you talking about? Men's boxers and a lot of boxer briefs. I don't know about briefs. They have a stitched fly that you can go like that and you can put your tackle out through it and then pee. The problem is that like if you just I'm just being real. I'm sorry, this is a human body. If you just put your cock through it, then like the fly kind of like cinches on the bottom of the penis and it cuts your flow a little bit. You really want unconstricted flow. And the other thing you could do is you could put your balls through it, but that's crazy. Putting your cock and balls through the fly is madness. At that point, you might as well just go over the fence, which is what I do to begin with. Over the fence is the way to go. Yeah, the thing is, here's the thing. I'm not trying to do a Goodwill Hunting bit, but you're going to put your cock out through the fly and pee and be like, that's no problem. Wow, this is way better. And then you're going to pull your cock back into the fly and a bunch of piss is going to end up in your underpants because there's going to be like 5 milliliters of piss that got constricted by the seam. And as soon as you relieve that pressure, there's nothing to stop it from going out. So it's hard to be a man. Not a lot of people are talking about it. They're saying they need a Joe Rogan for men. Is that what they're saying? They're saying the manosphere needs a Joe Rogan type. People won't stop saying this. Oh. Ducks to stab me. He's getting too comfortable. Too comfortable what? Discussing the human body, which like many of us interface with on a daily basis. Which has a higher mean daily high temperature in winter? I'm going to say, well, this is tough, man, because like Arizona's hot, but it's also the desert. Then like Alabama's very hot as well. I'm going to say Huntsville. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Higher percentage of vacant units. New Hampshire. Higher percentage of people who have individual income over 100,000. You're going to say Vancouver because you're like, people are rich there. No, bro, the houses are expensive. Most people declare on their taxes that they make like 13 cents a year. Kitchener City, Waterloo, that's interesting. There used to be a lot of tech jobs there, and BlackBerry is still in business. And there's a university, actually, there's 2 universities. We probably still got to go Vancouver, though. Higher percentage of workers employed in transportation and warehousing. This seems like one that you'd have to have an intimate knowledge to know. I'm going to suggest that maybe there's like warehouses out here that service LA, Long Beach, Palm Springs, maybe even San Diego. Actually, that makes a lot of sense because it's close to the port of Long Beach and LA as well. Higher percentage of obese adults. No disrespect. That's literally like a freebie. That's 97% correct. Sucks that we didn't get the first one right. Long Beach mentioned. You guys ever be like 2 weeks till her mom invites you to their awesome Long Beach house or whatever? Or just me? That might just be me. Okay, we don't have like a ton of time, but let me hit you with some Scrandle real quick. Someone was telling me that Spotify keeps hitting them with the censored version of Chapel Rowan's Casual, and I can relate because every time I'm on my 90s alt-rock playlist, like Puddle of Mud's Blurry comes on, and you hear that motherfucker, everything's so blurry and everyone's so fake. Everything is empty and everything is so messed up. Occupied without you, I cannot live. Like, it takes the song is not necessarily great to begin with, but then like It loses all of its aura when he doesn't say fuck in the song and he just says messed up. Or can you take it all away? Jerk chicken versus jerk chicken. They both look really good. I think, if I'm being honest, I think this one looks a little better and it's cheaper. But yeah, okay. We all got eyes. Korean fried chicken versus a Sonoran hot dog. Minecraft-ass hot dog. This doesn't look like my cup of tea, but it's dressed quite nicely. Like the two sauces are like so parallel, man. Either way, this is going to win. Hot, french fries, pizza, burgers, healthcare, delicious chicken, dessert, fried. That's so fucking funny. Oh, man. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Sausage stromboli versus chicken balti pie in a roll. This one I'm betraying my my genuine beliefs. I think this looks pretty fucking good, but I think this is gonna win. Wow, I'm stupid. Okay, maybe we've caused an influx of North Americans in Scrandle, and we can actually vote with our conscience, man. Been listening to Blonde on Blonde. What's your number one song on the album? It's the same as everyone's number one song on the album, Visions of Johanna. It's one of the best songs ever made. Number two, I'm kind of a believer. I like Most Likely You Go Your Way and I Go Mine. It's a little bluesy. It's got some funny lyrics in it. He sounds like he's having a good time. I like it, man. Obviously, Five Believers. Come on, man. Is that the one? Honey, why are you so hot? That might be Temporary like Achilles. I can't remember. Rainy Day Women. I like it. A lot of Bob Dylan heads skip it. I like Rainy Day Women 12 and 35. And I tolerate Pledging My Time. I like Sad Eyed Lady of the Lowlands. I mean, some people might say, is Bob Dylan taking too big of a swing to get a number one hit? But I'm also a believer in Sooner or Later, One of Us Must Know. It's got to be pulled beef and gravy top chips. Yes, please. I'm a big stuck inside a Mobile fella as well. You got me on that one. I like a lot of them, man. I like a lot of them. I mean, it's got to be turd sausage over boring hot dog. It's got to be Chris Parnell's sandwich. I don't think it's an 88%er, but I'll take it. It's got to be thing that is not this. Crabble burger and chips. Nobody knows what it is, but it's provocative. Steak and chips with chimichurri or bratwurst and pretzel. That looks, if I may say so, that looks pretty good. I think it's going to lose, but I also think it looks pretty good, man. Maybe it's going to win, actually, by a lot. Now that I've looked at the left more, I'm like, okay. Currywurst meat palms versus fried chicken with shit sauce on it. I love fried chicken with shit sauce. I love when the sauce is called like dirty sauce. Proprietary fried chicken from Cisco with shit sauce. Yes. Can I get the fries with extra squirt sauce? Look at my generation, man. This has kind of got some squirt sauce on it too, to be honest. Currywurst meat palms. We won a lot of 50-50s today, man. Wow. Cheeseburger. Popcorn chicken and curly fries in a bucket. This looks pretty okay, even though the presentation leaves a lot to be desired. 16 pounds. Kind of expensive, though. This shit's going to bother you, because I know it looks bad, but I don't think it's fair. If I may say one thing to defend burgers in Scrandle, I don't think it's fair to take the top off of a burger after you take a bite of it and then take the photo. The burger is not meant to like be de-gloved like that. It's supposed to, it's a package deal. I actually, and again, you're going to hate this. This burger is closer to my ideal burger than most of the burgers that get like 90% of the votes in this game. Because it looks very edible to me. Instead of like some shit like this where when you bite in 12 different sauces and melted cheeses like explode on your shirt. But I think this is going to win. 7% is fucked. If I may say so, 7% is fucked. Are you dumb? I'm not dumb. In fact, I think it's smart, man, to not eat something that's like, as soon as you bite into it, you're going to end up with a big fucking yellow smiley face on your shirt. The more they try to fancy up burgers, the worse they get. They get further from God's light, man. Was it 954? Let's do, there's a lot of those that people love, and I love them too, man. But we got to be very, very efficient with our time here. We're going to do catfishing. I love the trivia ones, man. I love golf too. I want to say, if the golfer's watching, I love golf. It just oftentimes takes me 10 minutes just to do golf. So I gotta cut my losses on that one today. Fictional archers, fictional assassins, fictional Hapkido practitioners, fictional karateka, fictional Korean people, fictional mute characters. This is crazy. Are you Odd Job? Odd Job he's Korean? 1856 compositions. Opera excerpts. Ride of the Valkyries. Damn, I'm kind of goated right now in terms of like knowing some shit about villains. 1990s British comedy television series. 1994 television series debuts. 2000 television series. 2010s, 2018s. Is this Peep Show, man? No, works based on 1984? British TV series, buddy. I think this might be. No, Peep Show didn't start in '94, man. It maybe started 2000. BBC television talk shows. Maybe this is like some Graham Norton stuff. Room One. Okay, I've never heard of it in my life. Fair. I was struggling for something that was not there to be found. Fair enough. Capital districts and territories, enclaves and exclaves, government of Indonesia, populated places established in 2024. Kalimantan? Nusantara. I don't know this at all. Any Indonesian urbanists in chat that could help me out with this one? 1839 births, 1876 deaths. American murderers of children. American rapists. Are you General Custer? Yeah, that's a fucked up. See, if you get to heaven or hell, I guess, and you're like, hey, how's my Wikipedia doing? And you see those categories. Just accept the flames, brother. American murderers of children, American rapists. That's an insane fucking 1-2 punch on your Wikipedia tags. Characters created by Robert McKimson. Fictional chickens. Male characters and animations. Buddy, this has to be Foghorn Leghorn. He was introduced in 1946, man. That's crazy. Look at how fast the world healed from the Second World War. 1945, 2 nuclear bombs dropped. 1946, I said, it sounds like you're frying chicken in there, my boy. You're going crazy in there. You gotta stroke it, not beat it, my boy. You're gonna pull your shit clean off. 1993, neologisms. I don't know what that means. I think it's a Wilco song. Feminism, sexism, Sociological terminology, sociology of scientific knowledge, women in science and technology. I'm going to eat shit on this one. I have no idea what this is going to be. I don't even know how to come up with a plausible guess. It's a term related to feminism and women in science and technology. Sociology of scientific knowledge. This is I have no idea. I'm sorry. Marie Curie. The Matilda effect. All right, fair enough. They're always talking about, I was going to say something about Rosalind Franklin. Yeah, there she is right there, man. I mean, people were pretty stupid. We're still, and honestly, no one hates men in the 1950s more than like a woke millennial male such as myself, because now we're eating shit. They were not punished at all for their fucking biases. And now we, who are already woke, are being punished for it, like, after these motherfuckers have been dead for like 70 years. They said some shit. Rosalind Franklin couldn't know shit about DNA. A woman using a microscope? Nah, man, doubt. Me, in 2025, women have better vision than men. So honestly, microscopes should only be used by women. 1995 establishments in Europe, multi-speed Europe, international border crossings. Some Schengen shit, man. That's the Schengen area. 1982 singles, 1983 singles. Dexy's Midnight Runner songs. I'm going to say this is Come On Eileen. We're actually kind of popping today. 1902 births. American people of Czech descent. McDonald's people. World Hockey Association owners, philanthropists from Illinois. Fast food chain founders. Is this Ray Kroc? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. That looks like a dude who, whatever. He loved hamburgers. Burn in hell. Nah, he's probably chill. Not really. I've seen the movie. What I'm just making sure I got all my bases covered. Americans who were played by Michael Keaton in movies. You can see the daily average at the bottom. Average, dude, actually, wait a second. I thought I was shit, man. It turns out I'm actually awesome. The modal score was fucking 1 out of 10. I'm chilling up here at the 7s, man. Like, that's pretty solid. I mean, we did better than average today, to be fair. There's half points? I had no idea. Close it off on a high note, guys. How you know Schengen? Because whenever you get something wrong about Europe, Europeans rightly come into chat and go, they're not in the EU. They're one of the 3 countries that's not in the EU, but is still technically Schengen. And then, God forbid, you fucking say some shit that's ignorant, like Belarus is a Baltic state. It's not a Baltic state! It's adjacent to the Baltic Sea, but it's not considered Baltic. Or you get like some Kalmar Union Scandinavia shit mixed up. Don't even get me started, man. So this is like... I'm going to start at 225. I'm going to take it up to 240. Wow! He's insane, man. He's insane. All right, let's get the Royal Rick going, man. Oh, we'll do Bandle. We'll do Bandle too. Call slash marker. That's a dulls.